announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are... This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Yes. What's going on, man? Always remember, folks, whatever you think about comes about. Whatever you focus on, that's what grows. Whatever you focus on, that's what grows. Got everything you need right here. Yeah, man, Facebook blasted. We didn't even know the word metaverse. 6 months ago, nobody was even saying it. Now it somehow carries 25% of the fucking value of a company. Insane. Crazy. The market is not logical. And it's because of that, over time, we can prosper. If it was logical, it'd be very difficult to prosper. So, I mean, can you buy Facebook here? Nah. Can't buy it today, man. So, this is day one of a stage 4 decline. Now, it immediately fell. You know, this is a big broken chart, man. This is going to take a while to fix. So, nothing to run up into here. I mean, this is going to go lower. Snapchat about to go lower. Pinterest, all the social stocks. The home of the Kardashians. It's about to go lower. Demas said, how many shares do you consider a core position? At least 5% of your account. For me, it's a 5. Now, if it's a buy and hold account, it could be 5 shares. Maybe you just started the position. Remember, when you're putting together a portfolio, you're building it over time. You don't just start with the portfolio. You buy one stock, and then you buy a second, you buy a third, and then you're going to have your first earnings, right? You get to run into earnings. And it's because of earnings, it's because of this, you get a chance to get stocks cheaper. And about every 3 months, all of your stocks are going to be weighed. And they're going to immediately respond to that as if that somehow affects the value of the company. And you're going to have to make a decision. And a lot of people have very little conviction, very little faith, right? They broke up with every boyfriend. They've left every girlfriend. They've quit every diet. They stopped going to the gym. They didn't finish the book. They have a hard time with commitment, being committed. What one day is a core position, next day they don't like it. Next day they need to be spooned. Someone needs to lay on the floor and hold them. Counseling with a 25-year-old man. in a panic. All his money's in Bitcoin. And yet I watch a 50-something-year-old man owns $3.7 billion. This kid needed to be spooned because he owned 12,000. That's a different human being, right? Why does one human being have 3.7 billion, not nervous, not scared, accumulating more? Matter of fact, he bought 666 Bitcoins last week, and this kid needs to be spooned. Why is that? That's a different kind of person, right? I don't know what kind of person you are, what you're trying to be, but I hope it's not someone that needs that. Like this somehow fucked up your day. Did this bother you? Are you going to be okay? Should I come over and hold your hand and pat you and tell you, oh, it'll be okay, little Johnny. We'll make it. Hang in there. That's what it feels like, man. You got grandmas. I don't know if you guys know this. Kathy Wood is a grandmother. She's got more balls than most of the dudes that follow me. More conviction. More faith in her strategy than the dudes that I hang out with. Oh, it's so tough, Gerald. Really? Because grandma doesn't seem that bothered. She seems like she's stacking shares. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you do a cage fight with grandma. So this is, let's see. One guy I was talking to is an ex-fucking Marine. And grandma's got more courage than he does. So here we are. You guys ex-military, and I'm fucking like, are you serious right now, dude? What do you think courage comes from? It's not the absence of fear, it's dealing with it, man. So here we are. Facebook 239. Don't buy it yet. I'm going to tell you what I think of PayPal. Don't worry about it. Don't buy it now. So the moral today is courage, conviction. Oh yeah, Kathy's a grandmother and got more courage than most of the people that follow me. More conviction, more fucking determination, more belief in herself and strategy than fucking people around me. I need more grandmothers. Then I could have a real team of powerhouses. I need less 25-year-old men and more grandmothers, apparently, is what I need around me. So if we're looking at Facebook, let's now look at Snapchat. These things roll together if you don't know that. So when one has a bad, it's going to trickle. All right? Why you shouldn't buy them no more. I'm going to explain it to you. Stop typing. Put your thumbs down and just listen. Once they fall, they keep falling. It's going to go tomorrow and the next day and the next day. It's going to keep going down. And you got to wait till it stops, man. And yet this is what these charts do. It opens up a window to the soul of the stock. Down, 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 down. Should I buy it now? No. Down, down, what? Down, down. And then what? It finally stops. Right? Now, is that a perfect system? No, not really. But it's a systematic way to do it. So that you do it all the time. Repetition is the mother of skill. What's up, Jess? Now, this is a brand new, this is just ugly. So I own Snapchat. Let's not talk about Google. Do we have to talk about Google? Do we have to have the same stupid conversation every day? Every time there's a split, do we have to have that conversation? Oh my God, they're splitting the stock. I should go buy it. Just wait around for stocks to split so you can buy them. I kind of feel like if you didn't own it before, don't worry about it now that it's splitting. Why would that be a buy signal? Why would 4 quarters be a buy signal? So if you had $1 and I gave you 4 quarters, why is that a buy signal? It's still the same value. I guess we made it so the Walmart crowd can buy the stock now. All you guys that are broke can buy the stock now. You can buy your little $30 shares now. That makes it more valuable. Yeah, Louis Vuitton's better now that it's $30 a handbag instead of $3,000 a handbag. Makes it more valuable. So here we go. Here we go. Snapchat's down. In sympathy, metaverse. Apparently they didn't make $1 billion, even though there is no one that uses the metaverse. Apparently you're supposed to make $1 billion with it the first quarter right out of the bat, but that didn't happen. Pinterest, same thing, down 10%. Not as much. I can't imagine Pinterest is very heavy in the metaverse, but we'll see. Let's see. So that's the three, man. Don't buy Facebook yet. You gotta wait. You gotta wait on Facebook at least 3 days, at least. Probably more than that. This probably ain't going anywhere for a month, 2 months, maybe 3 months. We talked about a semiconductor trade the other day. SOXL. Kind of banged it down a little bit. Remember, I told you these are triple leveraged funds. This is barely moved. Look at this. This barely moved. That was the close. Here it is now. That is barely moving on this chart, and it's down 9%. So do not play these leveraged funds if you don't have the cojones to handle it. Now, if you're like all these 25-year-old men that I have to fucking spoon every time there's a sell-off, then don't do this, okay? This is not for you. But for all you grandmothers out there, you know, the hardcore, like Wood, Kathy Wood, all the tough ones, then you could play this game here. But you got to be willing to handle the swings. 9%'s nothing on this. I mean, nothing. So make sure you can handle that. Okay? This is setting up nice, though. See how the moving averages are coming together? Now, you would just nibble here. You would just nibble. You wouldn't bite much. Why? Because it's not a breakout. So, Moneyfold believes when price runs up, right? Now, here's the thing. Listen to what I'm saying. You won't understand this, probably. If every stock in America went to zero, I'm going to get up the next day and I'm going to keep doing this. That just went over most people's heads. So, because you're constantly changing what you're doing, changing girlfriends, changing, oh, I don't like this, I'm going to change this. Changing cars, changing jobs, changing, no conviction, no commitment, changing. I'm going to start a diet. Oh, wait, no, I'm not going to do that diet. I'm going to read this book. No, not that book. I'm going to read this book. You go round and round, change. If you do that in the stock market, you're going to have a hard time prospering. This is stage one. Stage one. Let's see. Hardcore grandma right here. I'm telling you, man. Grandma, I know about MTTR. Fucking snap posting that. I don't give a fuck about MTTR right now, okay? It's down. Let's look at your shitty stock that's down. It's down 5.5%. Yesterday, people wanted to buy it. Now we're down 5%. Tomorrow, we're going to be down another 5%. At what point do... So, we're good on this stock. A lot of my people are in this, too. A lot of people are in this stock, okay? So, we'll stop the whole class, and we'll talk about this stock right now. Is that all right? Here we go. Let's stop the whole class. So, this was putting in sort of a stage one, right? There's our anchor point. Did we get above the 5-day? Yeah. So trades on stage one. We're not doing TSP. Price is kind of moving sideways. It's got to hold above this. If you're in a full position now, you're greedy. Shouldn't be in a full position yet. My thoughts on MSTR. I think if you have a bunch of Bitcoin, you shouldn't buy it. If you don't have a lot of Bitcoin, that's one way to play Bitcoin. It's just tied to Bitcoin. It's going to do what Bitcoin does, so you could just buy Bitcoin. But MSTR is trading at a discount to Bitcoin. This is Microstrategy. Microstrategy is the crazy bastard named Michael Saylor. He's got $3.7 billion in Bitcoin. So whatever you're down, he's down a shit ton more. So whatever you're down in Facebook, there's a lot of people down more, okay? A lot of people. So as you cry and whimper in the corner, there's people with a lot more. They have millions. They're down millions. They're down more than you'll ever make in your entire life on one stock on one day. There are people right now that their stock drop is bigger than the money you'll ever make in your entire life. The entire existence you're on planet Earth, they're down more than that today. Think on that. Think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. Kind of helps you put shit into perspective. Here's our box being built. It's true. It's not weird price action. It's just price action. MicroStrategy's putting in a box here, man, but it's tied to Bitcoin, bro. Bitcoin doesn't go up, it ain't going up. So if you got a bunch of Bitcoin, why not buy stocks with your stocks? Now, my man said MicroStrategy's average is $30, so he's good. What if it falls to $20? You think he'll quit? You think he'll need spooning? He'll need someone to hold him? Oh, I'm not coming back to Discord. That stock went down. I'm not going to be in there. I'm not participating. My account went down. So I'm just not going to look. You think that's what he does with his $3.7 billion? No. So, yeah, I like it. It's trading at a discount to Bitcoin. So if you didn't have a lot of Bitcoin, this would be a good play, man. It's a way to be in the stock market. You could buy it inside a 401k. Think of that. If Bitcoin does well, this company will do well, and it's tied. MSTR. My thoughts on Iron Mountain. My thought is you need to learn tickers, sir. Don't be a civilian. Put in the ticker. Makes me think you don't know what you're doing. Mana's fine. I'm in Mana. Started to add yesterday and I didn't. Full position. FP fully positioned. Could stand for other things. I don't own, but Sundial Growers SDN's looking cheap. Is it now? SNDL. Let's look at that. SNDL. Oh. Well, bro, come on, man. We're doing that. Bona fide penny stock here, huh? It is a stage one. It is moving up. It is only 48 cents. So that means most of my followers can afford at least 10 shares. It's moving up, you guys. And since it's only 48 cents, you can probably afford 10 shares or more. Maybe a full 100 for $4.80. Maybe you can go full 400 shares. SNDL, it's 48 cents. Maybe you guys can afford some. Let's see. Why the fuck are you showing us all those tickers? Nike, AMD. He's like, hey, let me just be super fucking greedy and then take up the whole feed. And Gerald, you should just look at my entire portfolio for me. Square, Roku. What do all those have in common, sir? Spot, Uber, Twitter, Square, Roku. What do you think they all have in common? What do you think they all have in common, sir? How am I doing? Now, if you're talking about as far as a portfolio, I like it. Those are nice stocks, though. Nike, AMD. So, you ever see Jim Cramer plays Am I Diversified? Am I Diversified? I like that when he does that. And they call in and they name off 5 tech stocks. And it's like, how did this guy even get on the show? But I like this. Nike, AMD, Spotify, Uber, Twitter, Square, Roku. So you're feeling the heat. AG&C, OET, Apple, and Airbnb. Not bad. You only got 3 dividend stocks there. I like them though, man. I don't know how old you are. I like them, bro. Let's see. I told you in the DM. You told me in the DM. I probably didn't see your DM. What is your percentage loss of what? What does that matter? BBBBB6977. Let's see. We don't buy Facebook. So I'd like to welcome to the podcast BBBB69777. Yep, that's Dan. Let's look at Nike. We were doing this as a group trade, you remember? Don't buy Facebook, don't buy Pinterest, don't buy any of those. They're not set up for buys. Nike's looking good though. Remember we talked about Nike? Let's see. What do you make of all the microeconomics that are on the horizon? Interest rate hikes in QE. I've been hearing that shit for like 20 years, and I don't make anything of it, man. I completely ignore the Federal Reserve or the news. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't really pay attention. It hasn't helped me trade Pepsi at all, okay? When they were going to raise rates last time, all the dividend stocks got crushed. Pepsi, Nike, MO. That was the stocks getting crushed, not growth stocks. It was all the high dividend stocks. This time around, it's growth stocks are a concern, and all the high dividend stocks are going up. So I don't think anybody knows, man. I really don't believe, and I know some people are going to find this hard to believe because you're smart and you went to college and you have a degree in like fucking whatever. And you think, well, I have this degree, so maybe I'm smart and that gives me an edge in life. It doesn't at all. It doesn't. Matter of fact, it'll probably work against you. Because if all those people who knew all that stuff would do anything, they would all be billionaires. And they're not. They're school teachers. Everyone I ever met in economics, except for a few hedge fund managers, maybe. Let's see. It would make you think people would rush to safe stocks. They already did, bro. Yeah, I know, because you're like 14 and you're in the stock market. So once you've been in like 20 years, you'll be like, man, last time we talked about these were the stocks falling. Now this time these stocks are falling? It don't even make sense. It was the growth stocks. I remember MO was being killed because it was such a high yielding stock. Look at it now. Remember when everybody hated cigarette stocks? Now it's fucking, look at it. Look at it. Now when should you have bought this stock? Whenever these high dividend stocks fall underneath the 200-day moving average, you want to pay attention to them. They're going to that 200 with almost certainty. Gerald, you're coming in hot. You're really hurting my feelings. Gerald, please don't be so abrupt and talk to me like that. I don't like it. So let's welcome to the podcast _Trevon Train, no pitcher. Yeah. He's going to share his intellect. Now, his identity is hidden on Instagram, but he's going to share with us his wisdom of the market. And we don't know his age or where he went to school or if he knows anything. But his question is super important. And when he speaks, people should listen. That was a genuine question, Gerald. And I gave you a genuine answer, sir. I really don't give a shit. Stocks are going to go up. They're going to go down. They're going to go up. And I don't think us sitting around contemplating what the Federal Reserve is going to do is going to help one bit. All it's going to do is keep you out of the market. I mean, I'm a real estate investor. I own 17 properties. I have a lot of money borrowed and financed. My entire adult life, I've heard about the coming crash and how interest rates are going to go through the roof. And yet I just keep buying properties. So I don't know what good talking about any of that does for anybody. It's just mental masturbation. That's all it is, man, in my opinion, my humble opinion. And I own this stock, a whole bunch of it, like $30,000 worth. So these are the kind of stocks that I want to buy a whole bunch of, right? And the bigger the cap the stock, the higher the quality. I want to own bigger positions. And the small stuff, like let's take a solo. And this is what'll hurt you because you'll get this backwards. Solo's a stage 2 breakout right now. And this stock has been decimated. It's a penny stock. So of this stock I think I own like 1,000 shares. So if I own 1,000 shares of this, I mean, that's what? Up here it was like 3 or 4 grand. That's a little different than owning, $40,000 of MO. Different kind of stock, right? This stock's probably, well, this very well could go by 50% now that I say that. But, or a stock like AT&T. Yeah, I wouldn't buy this here. Let's pull up, what is the high to low on an AT&T? Why is it just doing that? Not very far, is it? What the hell is it doing? Something's wrong with my charts here. Not going back that far. Sorry. I want to say it's 30 something down to 20 something. I think AT&T fell a pretty good distance. What are you looking at, Angie? Don't be so mean. I prefer to get hurt by GP than a woman. Oh, curvy. Following you from afar, half the globe across. All right, well, you got a nice little portfolio, v.moldo. I like it, bro. You're doing good things, man. Don't listen to these other soft people. Don't listen to the softies out there. A lot of softies. I am 26 in a few days. See? I know that. Most of my followers are 25-year-old men. And then a few badass women. Let's see. Just joined and already making fun of someone. I wasn't making fun of him. I was helping him. Take it easy, GP. These do. All right, let's look at DraftKings. AT&T's too soon, man. Don't buy that. Don't buy that. Don't buy that. Too soon. Oh, DraftKings is coming down. Man, I tried to play this breakout too, and it's pulling back. I got played. It's all right. Hang in there. We're going to be all right. Instagram is the bottom of the barrel. Let's see. Yeah, anything under $1 is looming right now to have their removed from because of now they can counter that and they'll just do a reverse stock split is usually what they do. They'll just change it and make their stock fucking $10 and you'll get a whole less shares. Been feeling, let's see, H&R Block, or no, HHR. Yeah, stage 2, nothing to talk about here. It's past your buy zone. It's gone straight up. Nice trade. Costco, Target, Walmart thoughts. Well, none of those are ticker symbols, so I'm not speaking to you. Let's see. You jinxed me. I didn't jinx it. Let's see. I hadn't bought it yet. I'm waiting for it to go lower. Good afternoon, sir. Do you see BTC going under 29? Honestly, I have no idea, man. I don't know where anything is going. I just know what it's doing right now, and I assume it's going to keep doing it. Now, I think this is your bottom right here. I think that was your bottom, and I think right now it's building out a stage. And I think our first target is 44, and our next target is 52. That's what I think. Now, if it breaks this and keeps going, then it'll go. We'll wait till it sets up, and then we'll do that game again. And we'll take all these down lower. And that'll become your target and target and target. See what I'm saying? Did I miss thoughts on Facebook? You did. Costco, Target, and Walmart. Oh, look, we have a degenerate gambler in the house. We'll pin him. This Astro John. Let's see. He wants to talk gambling. Let's look at Target. That's a legit question. Looks great. Stage 1 box. I like Target here. I need some more dividends in my. I like Target. It's below the 200. So we know, even as a swing trade, I like Target. It's going from 215 to 237. That's going to happen. Yeah, we're just watching. Come on, Jay. You know that, man. You already know the fucking answer. You see Walmart's already tagging the 200. Let me show you guys something. Whenever you get a dividend stock that falls under the 200, this is the easiest trading you can do. Look. Tags it. Look. Tags it. Look. Tags it. Look. I can just show you chart after chart. Look. Tags it. And they don't get that far. The more quality they are, unless the whole sector is just really getting smashed, they tend to not go that far under it. Now, what's another one that's under the... We have a channel for this in our Discord. We call these bread and butter trades. We're just looking for them. Mr. UVX. Instead of studying the VIX, you should learn about that. Let's see. What else did he say? Target. Let's see. We're going to come back to your VIX thing. I haven't forgotten you. Let's see. What was the other one? Oh, Costco. Yeah, I mean, we're too late on that, bro. Down. Wow, look where it stopped, dude. Look where the low is. So if you were drawing your anchor points, instead of looking at the VIX, you're drawing your anchor points, right? And if we took this anchor point and we projected off of it, see what we did there? Now watch this. This is crazy. Look. It's been there before. Those were resistance. So when it came down, every day I'm drawing my anchor point, what am I looking for? A bottom. Now when it hit that one and it had stopped there before, that tells me that level's probably pretty good. Now what? I need 4 days. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's your buy signal right above the 5. And now look, we've moved up. Where's your target? Right there. Right there. Nice. That's a nice play, man. On the Sky Dweller, we're buying. I'm adding to those funds. Too late on Costco, in my opinion. Now let's look at the UVXY. I'm going to assume you're new to trading, sir. That's why you're asking me. Everybody that's new to trading has to go through the VIX. They got to get it out of their system. It's breaking out. Unless you're a day trader, I would highly advise you stay away from this. Unless you're a day trader. I don't know what's going on with my thing here. I got some setting off, man. The reason being is I can't pull it up, man. Something's wrong with my back charts here. I think I set something wrong. Let's see. No, I didn't do it either. Come on, man. Come on, man. Anyway, not a big fan of the VIX. It just goes down, dude. And periodically it pops up when the market gets scary. So right now it's breaking out. If it runs, it might go to 20 and then it'll sell back down. But if you just want to trade your brains out. You're like, I just want to move in and out, man. I just want to buy and sell and buy and sell and buy and sell. You could do the VIX. You're like, man, I just want to drop it to a 1 hour chart, man. What the fuck is going on with my screen here? I got something out of whack, man. I got a new computer, so I'm still working out the bugs. But you could drop that bad boy down. I know, but some people are new, Mike. Some people are new, dumb like you were when you first got here. Didn't know. They don't know. They don't know the money flow. They're just showing up, man. Can you show historical points of volatility? Sure can, bro. I'm a software engineer and now I'm doing trading. I'm a really smart human being. Let's see. Everybody starts at the beginning, Mike. No, I wouldn't spend any time playing with the VIX. It pops, runs up, comes back down. Pops, runs up, comes back down. Pops, runs up, comes back down. And this chart goes that way for 10 fucking years, straight down. Straight down, man. It's not something you want to play with, man. Instead of buying that, you should have found Costco and been long Costco right now, right? Instead of worrying about the short side, you should be playing stocks that are going up, man. Everybody's trying to be slick. Trading egos. There's your, I mean, look at this. This is a perfect money flow pattern right here, man. Casey doesn't know what, some people pop in, they don't know what the money flow is. They don't know that the flow of the markets. Prices move in, prices move out. And a lot of people still think you can predict price movement. That's just dumb. You have no way of knowing. You have no way. If you knew 3 times in a row, you'd be a billionaire. If you know what I know, if you knew 3 times in a row for certain, if you knew where 3 moves, you could be a billionaire. There's nothing to it, man, if you know what you're doing. This is how prices move, though. This is what I do know. Prices move sideways, and when they move sideways, we call that accumulation. There's not a lot of difference between accumulation and distribution. The big difference is the direction of where price had recently come from. We call it distribution if it looks to be topping out. Let me give you an example of distribution, where price starts to kind of move sideways. That's what you see here in Costco, right? You get these topping out effect, right? And what do you see? Price starts to kind of move over. And then how do you know when it's happened for sure? Well, if you watch those moving averages, the 5, the 10, the 20, when they cross, that is a good sign that they have now turned, and this is now going into a stage 4 decline. Well, if you look at this right here, that's right there. When the price goes under, and when you look back on the 3, you say, was this a 3? Well, did you see any extreme RSI readings? Yeah, I saw that. Okay. You know, and some of them are even cleaner and prettier than this one. This one's not even that pretty. Look at, like, we just looked at MO. Do you see a stage 3 being built? Look at this, man. Look how clear this is. Now, sometimes I give people this knowledge, this hidden knowledge from God of the money flow that you take so for granted. But I give them this knowledge here of this, right? And then they go, well, fuck, I'm going to sell my buy and holds. It looks like it's going into a stage 3, and that's not what you want to do. What it's telling you is you don't want to buy this. You don't want to buy this. Doesn't mean you want to sell it, right? You want to buy down here. You say, what do you mean? You want to buy on this side of the pattern, and then you want to hold it for life and just stack it, and just stack it, and just stack it. And you're just a buyer of stage 1s. And then if you did need some money, you'd want to trim it into stage 3s. So you sell into strength, you buy weakness, right? Does that make sense? Let's see. That's your favorite dividend stock. Do you see a breakout opportunity in JWM? Well, we saw Coles on the move, right? JWN. No, bro, it's not breaking out, it's breaking down. Now, what do you do when these moving averages start going sideways? This is dead, dude. We don't know where this is going. Look, they're moving sideways. See that? Even the moving averages are now sideways. Sideways. See this? Sideways. This is dead. It's a fucking dead stock. So now, what do you do? Well, we have a previous high over here, right? So then we could go look up fundamentally, what do we think this stock is worth? Now that's assuming you had the conviction in life to actually stick with it and stay with it if it did. Let's see. Why is this not searching here? What's going on with my internet? They got a $28 target. What does the money flow say? 35. I don't like this setup. I'm going to be honest. I don't like it. You say, what do you mean? I'd prefer the value target be above the money flow target. Now you got this big gap here. On a big gap like that, I usually bring the target down to lower, but I don't know, man. I don't like it. I don't see what you're seeing. CRM, I do like. Now, let's look at CRM. All right. All you guys be nice. I'm the only one that can be mean. You should be helping your fellow man. Let's see. You should be helping your fellow man. Let's see. You got to remember, sometimes people are new. They don't know what you know. God hasn't visited them like he has you. CRM. I would like to add to this today, and I still may. Come on, Exxon. Really? Exxon's at an all-time high? Is that what we're looking at? That's your big fucking revelation you're bringing us? Hey, Gerald, can you look at the most overpriced stocks in the stock market? Can you look at oil? It's on a 78 RSI. Let's see. So the money flow would say target, right? It's a Dow Jones stock trading below the 200, but it is not a dividend stock. It is holding support. That's our anchor day. So we're still dancing with the girl that brought us, which is this stage one here. That was our anchor day. It started to break out. So we're still trading the breakout, and it's still above where we got in, right? So if we were to look, what is CRM worth? What do they think it is worth? Holy sheep shit. 337. That's 60% higher. I like my stock better than yours. I like CRM. Are you still in any of your EV plays? Yes, I'm in solo. Let's see. Hey, you guys be nice. Let's see. Solo. Let's see. How do I get out of dead stocks like that? Give me an example of a dead stock, sir. Give me an example of what you're talking about as far as a dead stock. I love Airbnb. Let's see. What is the yellow chart? I don't even know what that means. I think you mean the yellow line. That's the 200-day moving average. Genus. That's because it's a penny stock, and all these penny stocks are dead right now. Oh, bro, I'm about to fucking kick you out of here. Did you just say Pins is a dead stock, you non-conviction, low fucking... Oh, my God. Did you just call Pinterest a dead stock? You are fucking dead to me. Kid. This is why I'm fucking retiring. This nonsense. Pinterest is not a dead stock, man. It was just reiterated yesterday as a buy by Justin Patterson, who knows way more about stocks than you do. So when you were out smoking weed and drinking beer, this guy was in fucking finance school, getting an MBA at Wharton Business School. When you were hanging out with your homies, this guy was in fucking college learning how to read balance sheets and how to understand the stock market. And he has a dead stock. How dare you? He has a target on this of $37. So God comes down and gives you an opportunity, and your response to God is, no, thank you, sir. I'm busy. What is wrong with you guys, man? What is wrong with you? A dead stock. A dead stock. That's funny, because if it was a television, your family be lining up to get in line. Oh, we can get a TV for half price. But equity in a company, oh no, that's a dead stock. We don't want to own that. If it was a fucking car, people would be lining up, man. If it was something to eat, drink, smoke, have sex with, or put it on a fucking wall, people would be lining up to buy it. Business equity in a business. Oh, wait, this is a problem. We're going to sell this. Dead stock. You disappoint me, sir. If you're in my... Come on. Disappoint me. Dead stock. Where does he see these comments? Nicholas, it's on Instagram. Maybe they're in my head, sir. Maybe I just see them in my head and I just say them out loud. They would line up for Starbucks. That's everyone. This is not a dead stock. Let me guess. Let's go back in time. Remember when Ford, well, I can't. Yeah, now I'm pissed off because I'm guessing none of you guys would have bought Ford at $4 either. Oh, that's a bad stock, Gerald. Yeah, then it goes to fucking 20 or Tesla. Or let's just be realistic. Every stock in the stock market at some point drops by 50, 60%. All of them. So when it went down, was it a bad stock? So every stock on planet Earth is bad, I guess. So fuck it. Why are we even here? Why are we even trading stocks, man? Just close your damn account and go do something else. Seriously. Go do something else, man. Goddamn, they give you stocks on sale. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes it. It's because you're all kids and you just started. You ain't been in the market but a year. Let's see. That's the problem. Anybody been in more than 10 years in here? Anybody on YouTube, Instagram? You've been, and when I say I mean in, every day looking, building a portfolio, studying like a grown-up person, putting money in, building it out. Been in 10 years, been in a decade? Probably not. Not many. Not many. Facebook is not a buy, sir. It's still going down. Let's see. That really upset me, man. Penstrits. All you guys thinking that, just unfollow me, please. So I could narrow it down. Maybe I'll have 2 followers. Kathy Wood and fucking Ray Dalio. Maybe Michael Saylor. Well, just lower it down to where I just have people that actually have conviction. That would be nice with me. I'd be down to like 8 followers. Let's see. I'd have 8. That's where I'd be. 8 people. Bonds are putting in a bottom. This came back in the box. This is super bullish for bonds. I don't know. Bonds have been acting a little weird lately. Calm down, Gerald. Calm down. Yes, but not nearly as serious as I am now. That's good, sir. I'm glad to hear you decide to get serious. Yeah, pins is fine. Look at all you guys saying 10 years hardcore. I'm going to get you a sticker. 10 years. Let's see. Thoughts on Zillow. I like Zillow, but it's dead money right now, man. I'm never... Yeah, I remember on Wolf of Wall Street, he said, I'm never leaving. That was funny. That guy's crazy, man. I'm just kidding, man. Calm down. I'm just trying to fire you up, man. Everybody calm down. Bonds are back in the box, man. I don't know what to think of bonds. They have not been rallying. They haven't been going up when the pattern is they should. I know all the intellectuals think bond is dead. I don't agree. Finally turned it around because I appreciate it. I'm glad to hear that, Alex. 8 years, man. 8 years. And think all those times you let up. Think about it, man. And I know I think about this all the time. Go back 8 years. Imagine all those stage ones. The Coca-Colas, the McDonald's, the Pepsis, the Verizon. Remember last time? You remember the good old days when Facebook IPO'd and went up to like $50-something and it fell to 18? And everybody's like, this stock sucks. It's dead. That guy's an idiot. Look what he paid for Instagram. He doesn't know anything. And then what? Remember when he bought WhatsApp and they're like, this guy's an idiot. And now it's the metaverse. Now they're making fun of him for that. A bunch of people who don't know anything. They're making fun of Zuckerberg for buying. You get what I'm saying? Bonds are dead. No, they're not, James. You need to get off YouTube. Stop fucking bullshitting. You've been watching YouTube too much, man. Stop following Peter Schiff. It's bad for your brain. Let's see. Hey, GP, your SP looks like stage 1. Let's look at shop. Well, you guys stop following Peter Schiff, man. All it does is fuck up the Discord group. Let's see. Could be saying the same about Wish, except Wish is a penny stock. It's not fucking Ford, okay? It's a big difference. Penny stocks may or may not come back, guys. Penny stocks, Wish is not Pepsi. Let's see. Where are we at? ARK. Let's look at ARK real quick. I'd be a buyer of ARK right here. Still holding the stage one. As long as it's above this line. As long as it's above this line. This is our anchor point, right? We kind of got two, but it's right there. As long as ARK is holding that, and we need to test this. This is healthy to test this. To test it a couple times, that's healthy, man. We need to see that. That always makes me cry. AMD at $2. Remember AMD at $2? I know, everybody hated it. That was a terrible stock. That was a dead stock, Gerald. We don't want to own that. Remember that one? Let's see. Very few people can do that, though, man. I didn't do it either. AMD, look at this. It's $121 now. It's breaking out too, by the way, and does a pretty decent money flow pattern. But yes, you're right. It went to $2. $2. Everybody hated it. Takes courage, guys. Takes courage. Takes conviction. And I was saying something this morning in Discord, in our Discord. I don't know if you know this. Conviction is free. You ain't got to pay for it. Believing in something is free. Like faith, completely free. Completely. That's why it's so hard, because you can't buy it. You can buy a car, but you can't buy conviction. Can't buy it, man. Put me on. I'm new. What's up? We ain't putting you on, man. Look at you. Stupid red jacket. Let's see. Where I live, that red jacket gets you shot. Let's see. What do you work? Let's see. I hope you stay on Instagram forever. I highly doubt that. One day I'm going to turn Instagram off. Your course is shit. Oh my God. James, that is not nice. Your course is shit. I've never made money thanks to you. Huh. That's not nice. James is saying mean things to me. Live on the podcast today, we have James_OGUS. Now, James, where are you from, sir? Let's go live, James. Let's talk about the course. Let's see why it didn't work for you. Is it because the market turned down? You know, you could short, James. When it goes there, you can get short. You know, they talk about that right here, best time to sell. So if you don't want to position trade, you sell the stock there. You don't ride it down. Now, I do mostly position trading, so I ride them down, and then I buy more on stage one. You may find, after you've been in this for a minute, I don't know, you're like 20, 22, 23, maybe, you may decide, man, I don't like riding stocks down, so I'm going to sell them. I'm going to do whatever. James will not go live. None of these guys ever do. They just talk shit. And yeah, see, I got a whole list of people that have made plenty of money. It's probably a bot. It's not very nice, James. It's not a nice thing to say. I guess it's fair. I pick on a lot of people. Let's check in on AMD's breaking out, guys. But this, remember we were talking about this. AMD, is Intel breaking out? Not really. But Intel is below the 200. But that's the weakest of the sector. But we were looking at the SOXL. SOXL is a possible play. If AMD moves higher, this ETF will probably move higher. If you notice, the SOXL is down 10%. What is AMD down? 1%. So a safer play in this sector would be to buy AMD, put a target about 150. What is AMD's price? I'm telling you, James, I tell you, there's a lot of people that they need to be spooned, man. They're upset. Their Bitcoin fell by half, and I told them you should buy some Bitcoin. And then it fell by half. And then the guy told me to buy it. He bought another $1 million worth. And James got mad. Let's see. That's probably not his real name either. Probably Jamie or something like that. Let's see. What's your real name, sir? Let's see. Probably a bot, man. I get a lot of these bots. I don't know why, man. I don't know why they pick on me. PUBG is better than free or fire. I don't even know what that means, sir. Yeah, but why not buy more Bitcoin? I just keep adding. She's going to spark up one day. Yeah, I like your attitude. Me too. That's what I'm doing too. I really do think there's something to this semiconductor trade. There's a couple ways to do it. The leverage play that I'm doing is SOXL. The unleveraged way is AMD. And let's see what AMD's target at. 157, right? And the money flow has what? 157. Previous high. So I like it. Nice. Ooh. Yeah, I used to get those with the... I used to get a lot of hate on my Exxon call. Oh, calm down, guys. GP doesn't teach shorting. Really? Have you read my book, bro? I absolutely do. Let's see. He doesn't teach shorting. Apparently, I don't read it all. Right here, core focus of the money flow, and I'll read it for you, James. The money flow trading system is a trend following strategy that hopes to capture the uptrends and avoid the downside or downsize share size and or capitalize by shorting the down moves depending on your goals. So if you were real clear about your goals, if your goal is to make money on a down move, well, then you could short. You could buy puts. You could literally take a short position. Now, this has been here for about 5 years, right here underneath this little thing. It's in every book, and it's right underneath in the free newsletter. It says, let me say again, says the 4 stages of price movement. Stock market goes up as much as 71% of the time. Now, what do you think it does the other 29%? It goes down. The problem is it's not a straight line. Also, the problem is it doesn't give a fuck when you decided to play. So if you got in over here and things were looking good and then it decided to do a 1-year down move, guess what you get to do for a year? Go down. And then it'll go sideways and then it'll go back up. It's called price movement, okay? Okay? Even for 25-year-old men. The problem is it's not a straight line. Price can only do one of 3 things: move up, move down, or move sideways. I believe price does this in 4 stages. By identifying stage, we can better allocate our buys or take advantage of sell-offs, what we call stage 4 declines, and maximize price and increase our profits that we take in stage 3s. Now, the only way to maximize profits in stage 3s is to have bought stage 1s, okay? You must memorize this pattern you see, okay? Then he says the money flow trading system is a trend following strategy that hopes to capture uptrend. We already went through that. Now, if you go through my course, we do very much talk about how to short a stock, James. I personally do not short them. So I actually don't think you bought my book. I think you just follow me on Instagram. And you see that I don't short. I don't. I have no need to be short. Sometimes I will short the index, but not always. It's all right, man. Let's see. It's all right, James. I like you, man. Yeah, James, let's go live. Let's see. What's popping on Dogecoin? I'm just throwing a random out there. We're not talking to you. Go on. Let's see. Isn't it good period for some long puts options, sir? No. The fact that you even asked that tells me no, that's not a good idea for you. Let's see. Where are we at? How do you think Amazon will react to earnings? I have no idea. Don't give a shit. So it will probably go down. Let's go look at Amazon. Yeah, it's probably going down, sir. But maybe not. It's already down. So maybe it goes up. I don't know. Up, down. Does it matter? I mean, are you going to play that? You can. If you're just gambling. If we're just gambling, you could just buy a call or a put. I mean, I don't know. That's not what I do, man. But you could do that, I guess. Look at ETH. ETH is down. We don't need to look at ETH. Still down. There's your bottom. I like ETH here, but I liked it here, and I like it here. So, thoughts on Alphabet. I think that's not the stock ticker, so we don't have any thoughts on that. Let's see. RDW. No, now that's a breakout. There's a breakout. Pow! Look at that. I don't know anything about this stock, but that is a breakout. Nothing to see in Square. It's going down. It's going to keep going down, as will PayPal. It's going lower. And lower and lower and lower and lower and lower until they stop, man. I don't know what to tell you. Those stocks are not loved right now. That's it. That's all we got, man. They're going down. Don't buy Facebook. Don't buy Facebook. It's too soon. My kids are pulling on Joan boat with the quad across the field with quad. Are you talking about Mardi Gras, bro? Pulling on the Joan boat? Are you talking Joan of Arc? Is that what you're talking about, Doc? Joan of Arc? Oh, snow, man. I got Mardi Gras on the brain. I'm fixing to leave for Mardi Gras this weekend. And I got Mardi Gras on the brain. I thought you were talking about the Joan of Arc float. Let's see. John boat. I got you. I got Mardi Gras on the brain, man. So that's where I'm at. Wall Street Junkie, did you have anything to add, sir? Did you want to jump on here and enlighten us? PayPal has underperformed significantly, and I am conservative about PayPal. Yes, it has. And that's the best time to build your buy and hold positions when the company's not doing well. I don't know if you guys know that. You want to do it when they're not doing well. That's how you get the shares cheaper. That's how you get cheap houses, is when they're all fucked up. That's been my experience. What do I think of Google, my man, dropping some more? I think Google's following the money flow just fine. It hit the previous high. That's why we use the previous high. In my course that sucks, according to James. In my course that sucks, I always tell people that price will go to the previous high and then stop. Somehow I got lucky here. Google went to the previous high and stopped. And then it started going down. It'll go down for a minute. Might even come all the way back and fill this gap. Long solo. How do you have confidence that this will be a good one for the long term? I don't know, man. How do you have confidence? How can you be so convicted, Gerald? I don't have confidence when my stocks go down. I only like them when they go up. When they go down, I don't like them. Let's see what the other analysts think. If they go down, I don't like them. I don't know, man. So here's this guy, Craig Irwin. When you were with your friends and drinking beer and doing all the dumb shit you do all day, this guy went to Harvard Business School and got an MBA in finance. And he studies these things, and he works for a company called Roth Capital. And this Michael guy, same thing. He's got a PhD and whatever. And this guy here, we don't know him. He ain't got a picture yet. He's new. I just kind of go off their research, and then I go analyze the sector, and I want to have exposure to stocks in different sectors. And I want exposure to some stocks in the EV sector. Solo is one of them. Now, so I'll position trade it, but I got to keep my sizing, reasonable. I can't go gigantic positions in penny stocks, man. If you do that, you're going to fuck yourself up. So, if you're position trading, you should only have sizes that you're cool with, that you can handle going up and down. If you can't handle them going down, you're not position trading, which is fine. You can do something else. When the market was created, and let's see, down ATM, but looks good. Also, people use it. Thoughts on BTC? Luckily, knowledge base. Let's see. I don't know. Have you ever been to the website for Solo? You ever go look at their cars? You guys ever done that? You ever do that, James? James doesn't like my course, by the way. I think he gave it. I'm down $10,000 today, James. I don't know if you know that. I don't know how much you're down today. I'm down 10 grand as we speak. Let me see. I haven't shed a tear yet. Maybe I might cry in a minute. Oh, looking for Solo. Hold on. Let's see. Give me just a second. I'm looking for Solo here. Solo's up today. Now I am down 50% in this stock. Let's pull it up. Now, here's their website of beautiful cars. They're a little weird, right? Now, the one I like, where's that one that I like? Let's see. This E-Roadster. This is a bad boy right here, man. Now, have you ever been to this site? Well, if you don't like it, then don't own the stock. I like it. I like this car. It's pretty sharp, man. It's a little expensive, 150 grand. You know, you can't be test driving no $150,000 car. Anybody can buy this car. They don't give a fuck about the stock price going up and down. One thing I've learned, the richer you are, the less that concerns you. The poorer you are, the more you're concerned about it. That's one thing I've learned. So the guy that's got $1 billion in Bitcoin, he ain't that worried. A guy that's got 9,000 is in a panic and peeing himself every day, checking his phone every 10 minutes. It's overpriced. Of course it's overpriced. They're a startup company. Tesla was overpriced too. All new stuff is overpriced until they get going. Yep, so these are cool cars. I like them. It's a startup company. You're taking a risk. You could lose all your money. I'm not day trading it. I'm not swing trading it. I'm position trading it. And I think this company will do okay. It may go to zero. Could go to zero. It could happen. But if you're not, convinced on that, then just dump your shares. I mean, you're gonna have sell-offs in the future, guys. So you're gonna have sell-offs, and 10 years from now, there's gonna be sell-offs. There's gonna be crashes and wars, and there's gonna be all kinds of things. So you need to get real clear the kind of trader you're gonna be, man. Are you trading? Then move in and out, man. You got to get comfortable taking a loss. You take your hit, you get out. Are you swing trading? Then swing it, set your stop, get out. If you're position trading, then you got to deal with it. You got to have conviction, and you hold your positions and you deal with it, man. That's it. This is what trading is about. You, like, who are you? Who are you? You can't have my conviction. Conviction is free. There's no course. You don't get to buy it. You can't buy my belief system. You can't. You got to have it for yourself. Interested in your opinion because I am extremely long then. What does extremely long mean, Matt? What does that mean? What does that mean? Don't ever drop a website on my thing. Let's see. Let's see. A 20 to 30 year hold. I doubt that, dude. You've never done anything for 20 years. I doubt you've even kept the same workout for fucking more than a month. You haven't done anything 20 years in your life. Let's see. Name one thing you've done for 20 years except go to the bathroom. Yeah. Let's see. You ain't done one thing in your life consistently every day for 20 years, so you don't know it's going to be a 20-year. That's yet to be seen, since you've never actually done that. Man, there's no analysts that cover this. None. So, I don't know, man. Yeah, so let's don't have 30-year plans when you're still trying to get to age 25 without getting your girlfriend pregnant or going in debt. So, chances of you holding that stock for 30 years are slim to none. None. Zero. Zippo. In 20 years, look me up. I owe you $100 if you're still holding this stock. The chances of you doing that statistically, you know how long the average person holds a stock for? Let me let you in on this, guys. I'm not being rude or making this up. All the shit I say is literally facts. That's why I say it, right? What is the average hold time? This is buy and holders, by the way. This is people who claim to be buy and holders. These are smart adults with jobs, careers, been around for a long time. You're still a kid. Average hold time of a stock. I think it's 3.2 years. How long does the average, in quote, investor hold a stock? Let me see if they still have this. Vanguard used to keep track of this. God, they used to have this. Let me see if I can find this. Vanguard used to keep track of this. Let's see. Now, you might prove me wrong. If you do, I'd be very proud of you. Let's see. What is up with Google, man? Lately, Google searches just make me mad. They go right into all these answers. This is important. So get this. It says, and while Buffett is undoubtedly a successful investor, data from the NYSE suggests that few actually follow his advice. Very few. As of June 2020, the average hold period of shares is 5.5 months. Months. Now that's on the NYSE. I thought I'd read it was 2.3 years with Vanguard. I'd be curious to know, who is anyone here own a stock they've held for more than 10 years? I'd be curious to know that. Are you out of RMNN? No, I am not. I am not. It is banging that stop loss, though, but I have not pulled the trigger because I'm just hoping it holds here. But no, I am not out of it. No, the average buy and holder, I'm pretty positive, is 2.3 months. 2 years and 3 months. I'm pretty positive that was the last thing I read. Now, the NYSE, I don't know where they're getting that stat of 5 months. Let's see. Okay, got a Joe here, says he has held Disney, McDonald's, and tea for 30 years. You have me beat, sir. Congratulations. You are an American badass. You are an American badass if you did that. Seriously, if you've bought a stock and you've held it that long, you are an American badass. I tip my hat to you. All right, Alex says, me, Apple, I bought it in 2009. I've sold shares every time it splits except for the last split. That is beautiful, Alex. You are a beautiful man. I don't care what your wife or any other women say. You are a beautiful man. I held DDS for 11 years. Why'd you sell it? Got a cool name too, Egypt Music. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds cool. Let's see. Come on, bro. You have not held AV for fucking 10 years. You're not even old enough to. Held MSNT more than 10 years. Look at that, man. All right, we got some money flow gang that have held some stocks. I apologize. Still not as beautiful as Alex, though. Holding Apple for 9 years. Now, Alex, be honest. Did Apple ever drop by 50 or 60% during that 10 years? Did that ever happen to you? During your 10-year run of holding Apple, did it ever collapse? And you're like, oh my God. It's okay to say it, but you didn't sell it. How many times did that happen? I bet that happened a few times, man. Come on, man. You have now. All right. Now he says he's been holding Bitcoin 10 years. I'm calling bullshit on that one. Come on, man. You ain't held Bitcoin 10 years. My longest run is, I want to say 2008. Well, that's not true. AT&T. I've held AT&T like 17 years. But to be fair, my positions were really small. And like a dipshit, like a lot of people, I moved in and out a couple times of a bunch of stocks that I should have just held. I was given 1 share of Hog as a wedding gift 10 years ago. Yeah. Jay Howell says Apple was very volatile. Of course it was. You mean like Uber and Airbnb and Chipotle's and Netflix and every other stock that could change the world? Let's see. Now, Bitcoin's been around 14 years, so he could have held Bitcoin 10 years, but he would be rich. Also sold Amazon, Apple and Amazon in the 70s. Biggest regret in the 70s. Yeah, bro, but nobody's believing you've been in Bitcoin for 14 years or 10 years. Yeah, of course Uber would be a good hold. So I will not be selling my Uber shares as it plummets right now. It's down 5 and 6%. Fuck. Look at that. What about Lyft? Down it goes. The market is selling off, guys, so I'm guessing something's happening. Look, we're selling off heavy. That's it, man. Whatever you do not buy my awful book or course. According to James, he gave me a half a star review earlier. Maybe not even half. I don't know if he even gave me a full star. It was super. So no offense, GP, but if I had Bitcoin 10 years ago, that's my point. If I had Bitcoin 10 years ago, I probably would not be here on this live. I would be on my island. Holder BTC 10 years wouldn't even be here. That's kind of my point too, right? I used to make Bitcoin people mad when I first got in Bitcoin because I used to be against it and I was kind of for it, and then I was like, yeah, I'm not going to keep. Around 12,000 is when I started fucking with it. And then I had it in the newsletter and I took it off the newsletter. And I was kind of on the fence, I'm in, I'm out. And I was like, fuck, I'm not convicted on this. I'm taking it out. That was at 12,000, right? So obviously a dumb move. And then it goes from 12 to 24, back down, like does what Bitcoin does, right? So if we look back over Bitcoin, the last 14 years, it runs up, it pulls back, it runs up, it pulls back, and that's what it does. And at some point, we got to get on the train. And no matter when you get on the train, at some point, it's going to pull back 50, 60%. And chances are you didn't get on at the bottom, right? And then the dilemma you're going to have is, say you get 10 grand in Bitcoin and it runs up 200-300%. Now you got all this money. But if you sell it, you ain't got your Bitcoin. So it's kind of a dilemma, right? So I don't know, man. I don't have enough to even consider that. I need more. So, let's see. Appreciate the 7 stars out of 5. Yeah. So I would like when we look forward and we say Bitcoin's been around 20 years, that we can say I've been with it the last 10. I didn't catch the first 10, but I caught the last 10. That's what I'm hoping I can say. And then when they get Uber, they're going to be like, damn, you owned Uber 10 years? I'm going to be like, yeah, man, it was rough. Fell to like $7. I bought like 1,000 shares, right? You always want to hear that story. And I'll leave you with this. I'm a young wee lad of maybe 36 years old, just at the age when you think you're really smart. When I was 36, I thought I was a fucking genius. And I realized I wasn't. And I was making money. I'm buying my houses. I'm reading these books, and I know everything. And I'm in Las Vegas. I'm in Las Vegas, and I'm making some decent money too, man. And I'm 36, and I'm drinking, and I'm buying real estate. So your head's big. And I'm sitting there, and I'm looking at the Wall Street Journal, and the guy's sitting kind of across from me. He goes, "You play in stocks?" And I go, I was trying to be cool. I'm like, "Yeah." I start talking. He goes, "Look up a stock called FCX, Freeport McMoran." Now, when he told me to look at it, it's $38 here, but when he told me to look at it, it was $4. And I go, "What's that?" He goes, "I just bought 1 million shares." And I'm like, "What? What?" I'm doing that like everybody else. I'm buying my little 5 shares, 10 shares. And I go, "You bought how many?" He goes, "I just bought 1 million shares of a company called Freeport McMoran, FCX. What do you think?" I don't know anything about it. And I talked to this guy for a minute. He's wearing a Rolex, got a big pinky ring. I mean, he looked legit, like he had some money, man. And we're sitting there talking. And I'd never heard of Freeport McMoran. And I started reading on the company. And and he's like, "Hey, do yourself a favor. Buy yourself some. Go read on it." And he leaves. And I'm like, huh. And I go about my day, and I'm hanging out with my friends, and I'm telling my buddy, I said, "Hey, man, I just met a dude that told me he had $4 million of Freeport McMoran. He bought 1 million shares. It's a $4 stock. He has $4 million of this stock." And we looked at it, talked about it. So I bought some at like $4 and some change to watch it run to like $50 and then back down and up and down. And if you go look at that stock, it follows the price of gold and copper and the economy. And it'd run up and come down and run up and come. It would run up 60, 70%, come down 50, 60. It would just do that. Today it's $36. And if I would have just bought all the stage ones of that one stock and ignored all the news, I'd be rich as fuck right now. That I know. And I can take you back 100 different stocks. Now, obviously, you can't buy them all. I get that. That's the problem with this strategy. Any strategies, it's not perfect in that what if you pick the wrong one? Well, that's the risk. And I don't know all of them. So what I try to do is diversify myself and just stay the course. And Exxon was one. I bring this one up a lot because I got a lot of hate mail. I got death threats. People wanted to kill me. Now, I'm assuming they're joking, I hope. Listen, sometimes people randomly find me on the street. It's a concern at times. Today, that stock is $79. And I told people to buy this all the way down from 70 to 25. I was like, man, just keep buying stage ones. And then they were like, well, they might cut the dip. Don't listen. Just keep buying stage ones. And now we're all the way back up. And I think I'm up like $30, $40, $50,000 in this stock. And there were followers like James. Fuck Gerald and his system. I bought that at 50, and then it went to 30, and then it went to 20, and then it, I can't teach conviction, man. You can't buy it in a book. You can't buy understanding oil. Like, there's just things you're just going to have to come to on your own, your own conclusions. And could I have moved in and out? Yeah, I'm not against trading, and I do some trading. But I've lived long enough to know that all of my rich friends just buy shit and own it. That's it. My richest friends, they're not moving in and out, in and out, in and out. They're just accumulating. Always. They're just always accumulating. So as I got more and more money, I just began to be that guy. Yeah, Ness remembers that guy that used to post about cutting his penis off. Now, he was obviously joking a little bit, all right? I'm assuming. People like to fuck with me, and I get that. It actually helps me because it gives me content. But, yeah, look at Zillow. This has been a very bad stock, and if you're in it, I know it sucks. Don't feel like you have to keep buying it and keep buying. That's not what I'm saying. If they're, you just wait. Zillow's $45. This is going to come back. It's easier to do that when it pays a dividend, bar none. It's easier to stay with AT&T as it plummets to $22 when you're getting a 6-7% drip. Okay. With Bitcoin, you can drip your Bitcoin. Go put it in Voyager. Move your Bitcoin to Voyager. You're going to get 4.5% dividend yield. It's going to pay you weekly. Drip, 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 drip. You get paid. You know. Now you can't. Well, you could do that through covered options and shit, but I don't want to get into that, man. Just thoughts to keep in mind. Russian is buying up gold. Fuck gold. I really don't. I'm just sick of gold. Has not done what it's supposed to do, so I'm a little burned out on gold. Hey, I'm gonna be live tonight, talking real estate with my rich friend Dan over here at USA, and that name kills me. _land_ventures. That's a lot to say, man. We're going to be live talking real estate. I think between us, we got like 250 houses. That's a lot, right? We got 250,000. I have no problem just buying. I love Zillow. Oh, there you go. They'll figure it out. I believe in the housing market is just crazy. I agree with you. And don't feel pressured, man. Take your time. Pick, like if you notice, I'm usually focused on a stock that week. So any money I got this week, I'm looking at that stock. And then next week, it's another one. I can't buy them all. I can't hit them all. Some are going to come up and some of them will get, you know what I'm saying? Like just take your time. Relax. 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 Everybody relax. Don't be me negative. Don't be like James. Be hating on little Gerald. Don't be hating on little G. I'm just trying to help people. They'll be mad. Fuck Gerald. Don't do that. That's not nice. I have no problem. Yeah, we already said that. Don't forget, Alex is a beautiful man. He's held Apple since 2009, and that is the definition of American badass. That's all you got to do. I need to go buy beer and listen to that interview later. Oh, yeah. I just dropped one with my friend Robert Biggerstaff. Me and him together have 40 houses. Casual conversation. It's on Spotify. It's the Money Flow Trading Society. I do have other people besides stock traders on there, and Robert's on there. He'll be at my event. I just had somebody cancel, by the way. I'm waiting to hear back from him. Matter of fact, he didn't cancel. This mofo charged the ticket back. Now, why the hell would you want to come and then charge the ticket back without even letting me know? Hoping it was an accident. If not, I may have an extra spot. People do that though, man. I'm going to show you my chair I just got. I'm late, G. Can you go over all discussed on this live? No, I cannot. Anyway. I'm still coming. Yep. I know you're coming, sir. But I had a guy cancel. He didn't just cancel. He charged the goddamn ticket back. I could drive to his house and fucking... But let me calm down. Maybe it was an accident before I lose my mind. Maybe not. Maybe he was too scared to tell me. Hopefully not. Interview coming up with Wall Street Chapper. I hope so. I'm going to try to get to him if he's still there. I'm going to try to get to the Wall Street Trap. How's that apartment in Clear doing? Apartment? I don't have an apartment in Clear. I have one in... Oh, man, I'd like to visit him at his house. I don't like being done like that, man. He could have just said, hey... Here's the reason I'm punking out. Especially since I limited it to 8 people. So I've already taken the tickets down. This guy buys one, waits till the last minute, and then pops out. Come on, man. Not cool at all. I talked to Chris Johnson yesterday. Can't get him on a podcast, though. He's a celebrity now. Learned a few things today. Always appreciate knowledge. Yes, sir. People short stocks with NBT. How do they do it? I don't know what NTB means. Buy the dividend aristocrats from Sure Dividend and keep on building positions. It's hard to go wrong with that strategy, sir. It really is. It's hard to go wrong. If you just take the stocks from Sure Dividend, wait for these stage ones to set up, Get yourself a little portfolio. It's stupidly simple. It's easier said than done. Life gets in the way, right? But it does. Why are you picking on Chris, man? Now, me and Chris talk. I would like to get him narrowed down to a podcast, but he's a celebrity now. It's hard to. Whenever you deal with influencers, it's like herding cats, man. Try to get 3 influencers in a room on the same day. Nearly impossible. Nearly impossible. Unless you're paying them. Now, if you're paying them, they might show up. It's very difficult, man. You guys be good, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. What's up, YouTube? I'll let that guy fuck me up, man. I'll let that guy piss me off. Hold shares more than 10 years. Yeah, those are pretty cool. There's a lot more people than I would have thought, man. For Gleb, no, I'm not out of RMNI. I know it hit my stop. I didn't pull the trigger on it yet. It's right there. I mean, it's like right there. I'm kind of just hoping I was hoping it was gonna bounce, but it don't look like it's going to. So if you stopped out here, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, it's going down. So you might want to. It's not looking good, man. Looking good. I'm in CLSK. It is not looking good either. I like that stock though. Man, if you didn't have a big position and you're cool writing it down, I would hold it. I like CLSK here, but it looks like everything's going down, man. I'm afraid to even log in. I like it, but this doesn't matter. Like this environment, they're all going down. It doesn't matter if we like them. It doesn't matter what the analysts think. These people are selling them. The pressure's to the downside, man. I don't think that's going to change. I was hoping it was changing, but it doesn't. It doesn't appear to be changing. So, keep the faith, man. That's all you can do. Anastasia. That's a cool name, man. That's also a gangster's name. Anastasia assassination. That was a good one. It is Anastasia, right? Anastasia. That's a cool name, man. Isn't that a Russian princess name? Yeah. All right, man. You guys be good.